Hey guys, welcome to another segment of What's Your Issue with myself, Bernice.
And Onisha.
We have a very interesting topic for you today, so we're gonna get right into it. Okay. So Onisha, guess what?
What?
I was looking through my album over the weekend, and guess what? I saw some pictures of yours truly in her 20s.
Oh God.
The many milestones, but my 20s was like the most intricate one for me.
Was it really?
No, it wasn't. I'm just being extra. But honestly, Nish, like flipping through those pictures, I had to pause and laugh and then just start to think. I'm like, I thought I knew everything.
Yeah, that's the thing, right?
You know what I mean? And now thinking about it, now in my 30s, like there are a few things that I did wish I knew in my 20s and did.
Yeah, well, our 20s wasn't that long ago. And sometimes we just have to reflect on the choices that were made and the lessons that were learned, And they say hindsight is 20/20. So I guess we'll be looking back, but not with regret.
No.
Like, more like nostalgia.
Yeah.
All the things that we thought we knew.
Yeah, and laughter, because you're like, yo, I know everything.
Oh my God. Anyway, so let's begin.
Yes, we shall.
So the first thing, well, not the first, but in my 20s, I wished I had traveled more. And I know this, everybody says this. And I think this is true for any age that you're at, travel at any age. Mm-hmm. But I do think like, specifically in my 20s, when I had less financial responsibilities, I should have just gone to places where I wanted to go. Like, just take a chance, take a risk, just do it.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
Just go see somewhere else.
Definitely.
That's on, that I've wondered about.
Yeah.
Like, freaking create a list or something.
Exactly. I second that with Nisha completely, rather than just kind of like staying in Toronto and not really having that opportunity to explore what's out there, meet different people, Nisha, different cultures.
And I think it's I think when you're in your 20s, you have like a sense of like, you're learning everything. So experiences are so new.
Yeah.
And I think that at that time, it's important to like engage and interact with other people. You haven't really built up, for the most part, all the world hasn't affected you in such a hard way.
Yeah, exactly.
You're so open to possibilities, So I think it's a great time to do it. So if you have the opportunity, if you're in your 20s, or even if you're not, like, go somewhere, go out of the city that you were raised in, go out of the country that you were raised in, go see what people are doing there, spend some time, interact with people. I think it changes your point of view. It really
definitely
gives you a sense of education that you cannot receive in a classroom.
It helps with your sense of development.
Yeah, it does. Your self-esteem, your confidence, how you interact with people, your social skills.
Yeah.
Like, you can't put a price on that. And I think that's valuable. So so what about you?
Nisha, I'm with you with that one.
Okay,
definitely. Cool. Like everything that you said, I wish I had the opportunity, like in my 20s, not having kids, not having certain responsibilities, like you were saying. I felt like that would have been the ideal time,
Do it.
Yeah, just go out, do it, explore, see different places, meet different people, My other one that I wish I knew a lot more of would have been financial awareness. I remember Nisha going to the ball and just, I got money, let me, shh. You know what I mean? Spend. Like, I wish I had known more about, like, the importance of saving, the importance of my dollar, investments. You know what I mean?
Those things are all valuable. And it's so true because, like, I finished, post-secondary education and, like, college in my 20s.
Yeah.
I started my full-time job, like, early 20s. And let me tell you, I was still living at home. Like, when I reflect on, like, if I had some guidance or if I had done some research or just be more aware of, like, what I was doing with my money, like, it would have made such a difference of how, like, my 30s plays out.
Yeah, definitely. Trust me.
But, like, later on in your life.
Yeah.
And I think, too, like, it's important to be mindful of, like, where you put your money and what you spend on. It's great to have things, but you have to look at things like, what are the things that are worth investing in, right? Don't just buy expensive thing just because everybody has that thing, or that thing is the
new wave.
Yeah,
it's like
or
the
pulls
new,
you.
Pulls you in.
No,
like it did for
thing.
most of us.
Does this thing have any value? Like, trust me, like, you're gonna listen. I have bought things that I was like, yes, I want it, I have to have it.
Same here, girl.
Those things have sat in my closet
Collecting
closet,
dust.
let me tell you, like all the shoes or the purses or the jackets or the dresses that
Yeah, girl, I know.
When in that moment, they might have been like,
yes.
But you know, like
true.
after that moment passed, it's like, holy shit, like, what did I do with that thing? Like,
Yeah.
I've worn this maybe 2 times, 3 times. Like, and I keep things for years. I have like, shoes in my closet like for over 10 years. Like dresses. Yeah. You know, and I'm like, oh yeah, I spent the money on this at that time. It was so important.
And now it's like, girl.
No. So I think financial awareness is so important at any age. You know, like our credit is so important.
Yeah.
But those are things that I wish I knew at the time when I had like disposable income to buy random shit and spending money frivolously and nothing else important. Until like, you know, like I knew that before I reached an age where I was like, shit.
I wish I had spent my money a bit more friggin' wisely.
Yeah. So it's just mindful of like your credit score, how that impacts your buying power. You know, like having a savings account, having an investment account, like what does that look like? Like it's better to save even a fucking $1 a month than zero. Yeah. Anything is better than nothing, you know, and don't wait until I have the ideal job or as long as you're making a little bit of money, put something else away. Yeah. You know, like my father always taught us like pay yourself first. Yeah, and he's right. He is. And I'm definitely. Like, well, you know, I wasn't paying attention to those lessons. Back then. In our wisdom years, in our 30s now, we value it. But like, you know, like, yeah. Pay yourself too. Yeah. You're paying all these bills, you're paying like rent, you're paying mortgage, you're paying like car payments, listen. Pay yourself. Pay yourself. Even if it's $10. Just pay yourself. Yeah. Every paycheck. Because you'll see, compound interest is your friend. Yes. I didn't learn anything in math. But I didn't learn anything in math. I learned that. I didn't understand the value of that, but I understand it now. Now we do. Now we do. So I think the other thing too is to learn how to be alone. Yes, Nisha, it's true. You are going to build relationships throughout your lives. Mm-hmm. When I was in my 20s, I had friends from high school, friends from middle school, friends from college, you know, and like I'm building my relationships, building my circle group, and I spent a lot of time investing in people for different reasons, investing in relationships for different reasons, and I didn't really spend any time getting to know myself and my needs and what I wanted. I didn't spend any time really doing that in my 20s, to be honest. Especially in my early 20s. Yeah. And you know, it's a developmental process. You're getting to know yourself, know your boundaries through interacting with other people. Yeah, definitely. But it is so important to not invest so much of you into other people. Yes. It is so important not to like hold on so tightly to people, especially people who want to leave. Yeah. Because you're going to invest a lot of emotional resources into holding on to them, hoping that they stay, and you're not going to recognize that they don't value that relationship that you do. It's not reciprocated. Yeah. What I'm actually helping her out this time, guys. You know? And you're not really going to realize that until maybe after you've been hurt or burned so badly, then you start to realize like, shit, like I've invested so much of me with this person. Yeah. Or so you have to really, it's a time for you to understand like, it's great to have friends. It's great to have people to do things with. But learn to do things by yourself. Learn to go to the mall by yourself. Learn to go to the movies by yourself. Learn to have a meal by yourself. Yeah. Those are valuable things that you're going to need once you get later in life. People are going to come and go. Yeah. You know, you can't invest all of you, into every single person who makes you feel happy or who makes you smile or whatever. No, you have to be able to discern who's worth that energy and who's worth that time. And you have to understand it's important. Yeah, trust me, Nisha couldn't have said it any better. Like, because in our 20s, Nisha, we're all about the friends, the hype, and just putting out like a certain persona that we want people to gravitate to, right? That's we're not really thinking about like ourselves and the impact of putting so much energy and investment in other people and other things rather than yourself. And a lot of us do that in our 20s because we're still developing. Yeah, we're still understanding a sense of ourselves. Exactly. So we need those people. But like Nisha said, even though them being around, you still need to learn to be alone and appreciate the art of loneliness. You may not appreciate it in your 20s, but you know, trust me, it is important. Mm-hmm. Very, very important. The other one for me, Nisha, that I wish I did more of in my 20s was party. Really? As we Africans would say, party. My aunt was like, party. Yeah, for me, like, I felt like I was
was too conservative. Like, I tried to, well, coming from a strict home, obviously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, I would have liked to go out more, Nisha, to more parties, and not just be sitting at home, be like, oh my God, I can't go out. And just meet different people, different, you know what I mean, vibes, so that I felt like it would have helped me develop a little bit more better in my 20s versus now it's like, I'm like a loose cannon. I want to go everywhere for the most part, or sometimes I don't, just depending. But I wish those are some of the things that Nisha could have been like, Nisha, this party's happening, let's go.
You know what, in my 20s I
you partied, right?
Listen, once we were like, the legal age for party was like 19, and I could get in because I tried when I was younger, but I couldn't really find a fake ID. Oh my God, my girlfriend had fake IDs, but damn, like I didn't have an older cousin. But my girlfriend had like an older cousin, so she could use her ID, and I didn't have anybody whose ID I could use, so I could always never get in because I just looked so freaking young. But like once I turned 19, I was like,
No, girl, when we were 19, I was home when we should be partying and banging, like, so that's something that I wish I would have done more of, like, you know what I mean? But it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's not you survive,
I still went out.
Right, of course.
But just not to the amount of parties or parties I would have liked to go to. Party.
Party.
My other one would be just being selfish, Nisha, and when I say being selfish, it kind of touches on your point about learning to be alone. Just focusing on the things that matter to me, and sticking to the plans, Nisha, that I set out for myself, and not letting anything like take me away from that. You know, so that's more of me. Like, if I wanted to go to a spa, Nisha, I should have went to that spa.
Right, exactly.
Rather than making lame excuses and then being like, oh, but I don't want to spend like, you know, but then I'd rather go spend that $50 or $60 on like food rather, like, you know what I mean?
Right. So it's like, so again, it's always like, take your, like, focusing on your needs.
Yeah,
like the important things. Not just like, you know what? That's an important lesson. And you know, it's funny because I didn't really connect with that lesson until like I became like later on in my life, like in my 30s. I didn't really connect, and I think you're right. Like when I was in my 20s, I had like I'm the eldest of like four. And I have a lot of siblings, and I spend a lot of time taking care of like my siblings and like other people in my life. And you're right, it makes such a difference when you like focus on like the things that you need. Like you become connected with like what your needs are, you know, as opposed to what like other people's needs are. Because then in a way, it is not, there's nothing wrong with you being selfish when it comes to focusing on what you need. Because if you're not going to focus on you, then who else is going to do that?
Exactly.
You know, and you're right.
Exactly.
I mean, maybe depend on how you were raised when you're in your 20s. You know, if you're from like I'm Jamaican, so I know, and I'm a girl, and there are, you know, expectations around that.
Yeah, definitely.
So in that case, I was raised to be very responsible and take care of my younger siblings and all that stuff. So it really depends on your culture. If you were raised with that type of mindset within that type of culture, then you know how hard it is to like think about you.
Yeah, exactly.
When you have other people there that you have to think of as well. But I think it's important, like while you're developing in that sense, to focus on what your needs are. To be selfish. Like I was never a disobedient child. Like I was so fucking like responsible.
Yeah, same here.
And I had wished I had said no.
Exactly. Or be like some of those kids that try to tell their parents to subliminally F off. In the type of household
I would never be able to get away with that.
Yeah, I'm that. Oh, definitely. But I wouldn't have no teeth right now.
But in a more like, just be like, I'm doing this for other people, but also to know that this is my limit, and I want to do this for myself too, and I'm gonna do it. You know, that type of thing.
Exactly, Nisha. This is what I'm doing. I said I'm going at 5 o'clock to get my toes did. You're not stopping me from getting my toes did because you have an issue right now, auntie so and so or brother so and so. You know,
this you and this manicure pedicure thing. This is a big thing for you.
Yeah, I guess. I think this is the only thing I can harp on right now.
I can
we shall leave my examples. You know, once they come to my mind, I will not gravitate towards another one.
I think too, a big thing is I wish I had take the opportunity to learn like a skill or a trade outside of what I would normally gravitate towards. Like I was like as I said, I was a very responsible child. Like I had a plan, I had a goal. I was like, oh, you have no idea. I'm learning to be less responsible. Can you imagine now that I'm like?
I give you guys the look because yes, we were not there when Onisha was allegedly so responsible.
No, it's not alleged. Don't listen to her. Like ask anybody.
No, I'm just messing with Onisha, guys.
but crap. Look what you did. It made me lost my train of thought.
You were very responsible.
Yeah, so like learn a trade or a skill outside of what you would normally gravitate towards.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, like I was focused, as I was saying, like I was focused, I had a plan, I had a goal, and I will not deviate because I set it up for myself and it was going to happen. And I did. Like I had accomplished all those things. But then once you get older, you're kind of stuck in the same thing. Yeah. And you can only do the same job for so many years.
Yeah, it becomes too routine.
Yeah, and you kind of get bored sometimes, you know? True. And so then you're in a point in your life where you're like, okay, well, I've been doing this for X amount of years now, and I need to do something else. I need to learn another skill. I need to learn a new skill. And then when you're doing it at an old age, it's like you're starting over. Whereas when you're younger, you know, they always force you when you're younger to go into one thing. Yeah. But it's a trap. Yeah. Don't do it. Yeah. Do many things. Have multiple interests. Right? Because when you have multiple interests, as you grow older and you develop, your interests will change in some way. Definitely. And then you have options. Yeah. Whereas if you're just stuck to the one thing, you do this one thing, and then you're always going to be learning that one set of skills. Yeah. And then you're going to have to start over once you reach a certain age because you're fucking bored in that thing. So true. I wish I had like gravitated towards like another skill, like another trade. Yeah. Do something, you know, it's something else. Even if it's not something that like I'm passionate about, just do it to have it. Because it's true. Trust me, you can always utilize it. Yeah, it's true, Nisha. I second that with you. I wish I had done that too. I thought about doing that as well. But like you're right, we are always steered into like one direction. Yeah. You know, and it's like, oh, you must find that career. Exactly. And you go to work and you're stuck there like 10 fucking 15 years later, you're like, this is nice. But
and then you're bitchy, you're unhappy, you're unfulfilled.
And you see those people at work.
Oh, don't we ever?
That's their issue. That's their issue. But anyways.
Okay, and my last one would be I would say spend more time with my grandparents. Yeah. Immigrating from Ghana and coming here, like, and I'm sure Nisha, you'll share the same thing. Like, it's hard to connect with family members when you come here. So I think for me, it would have been like going back to the traveling. I should have spent more time like maybe traveling back and forth down there and just spending time with them because I'm older, they're older, just relearning and discovering who they were to truly appreciate their essence before they passed on. So that's my thing.
And you know what, like I really connect with that because like when I was in Jamaica, I grew up with my grandmother. My great grandmother. And then you know, like when I left and I didn't see her as often, and it's like once you leave your grandparents, you don't see them as often as you once did when you were younger. You know, once you reach a certain age, you don't have to see them as frequently, so you kind of don't. And in your back of your mind, especially when you're in your 20s, you're not thinking. You think you have all the time. Yeah. And my great grandmother passed away when I was in my 20s, and I was so devastated because I was like, oh my god, like she has all my memories. Yeah. You know, and that's all I could think about. I was like, she was there before I was born. Yeah. And the stories that she told. Yeah. And she's the only person who I could have gone to have those stories. And now she's not there anymore. Yeah. And who's carrying those stories?
Exactly. And so that really broke my heart.
So like, I really did wish I had. I mean, it's gonna happen anyway, right? That is a part of life.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But I really had wished like I had spent more time with her when I was in my 20s, or even because then I would have like.
We would have learned different things about ourselves, Nisha. Yeah. Especially now that we're much older to appreciate like their history of our family. There's things about my family that are only my grandfather and grandmother can tell me.
And you know that value, that knowledge is no longer there. But you know, it's like I'm not regretful, obviously. I learned a lot and was loved and appreciated by my grandparents, obviously. But like you do really think about, you know, you really don't have as much time as you think you have. So that was one thing that I didn't know that then, but now looking back, I was like, that was something that would have made
our 20s a little bit more.
It would have added more valuable knowledge, especially now that I'm older.
Exactly.
To carry those memories with me.
Exactly.
So guys, you know, thank you guys for listening. We hope that this helped you. in some way.
And getting to know myself and Onisha a little bit better.
And listen, like this is just what we, upon reflecting, what we kind of wish we had, connected with more. This is not to say that you should be doing these things if you're in your 20s, or like your life has failed because you haven't done these things. I don't fucking know. I'm just saying.
Our lives are great, but I mean, you know what? As like Nisha said, as we're reflecting, there are certain things that we wish we had known or did.
And it's life though, because like experiences teaches wisdom. We wouldn't have.
Definitely.
We learned these lessons when we were able to learn these lessons, and we know that. But still, I mean, hindsight is 2020. What can I say? But thank you guys again. We hope you enjoyed the conversation. Don't forget to like, subscribe,
and share.
Okay, take care.
Bye.